Yes, bro. Today, what we need to do, Manzur. So, I will show you the export functionality. Okay. Export the data into the Excel sheet. How do we will export? I will let you know. Okay. For that, quickly jump into our designer. Yes. So now quickly go to the our application, and in our application we do have the meeting details. Entire page is there. Yeah. In this UI, we will develop this. Before developing this, we have to export the data using the process model smart service, guys. So for that, I will quickly create a new process model to export the data. Yes, T4 export meeting details. So clicking on create, configuring the security, T4, admin as the admin permissions, and T4 users have the viewer permission. Clicking on save. Now here, so now here, our export functionality, document management, or else document generation. Here you can able to see, in document generation, you can able to see export data store entity to the CSV is there, export data store entity to the Excel sheet. So using this, we can able to export the data into the Excel sheet. So I will show you how to configure this smart service. Going to the properties and going to the data here. Under the data, we need to provide the data store entity. Data store entity, which is nothing but the CDT entry, which we have configured under the data store object. T4 underscore DSC.
So
Yeah,
one doubt
this we,
here, we need to
yeah.
export only CDTs or we can use export process, I mean record type as well.
Record type I will show you later. So as of now, we
Okay.
will see data store entity, export data store entity. See here, data store entity in the sense CDT entry in the data store, right? So we are exporting the data using the CDTs.
Okay. So just wanted to ask, I mean, I guess a entity is nothing but the entries of the CDT, correct?
Yes. See,
I mean,
entries of the
it represents
CDTs in the data store.
in the data store. I mean, it represents the database tables, correct?
Yes, true.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the required column. You can see hashtag icon is there, right? That means this is the required parameter. Required parameter, and we are configuring the data store entity. Selections as of now I have not configuring. Aggregations I have not configuring. Filters I have not providing. So as of now I am providing the documentation name called meeting exported document name, meeting details hyphen, and then with the time when we have exported. Okay, like that I am configuring the documentation name. So later new description document is sorry. Here we need to provide the save in folder. So after generated the document, which folder you are going to save. Like that, we need to provide the save in folder name as well. So when I search with the T4 application prefix, we can able to find T4 documents folder. So I'm not going to update the document. Sheet name I don't want. Starting cell, custom cell configuration. So yeah, after generated the document, so I will store the document under new process variable called new document. Okay, allow the parameter, clicking on OK, clicking on OK. Going to the configuration of few process monitor related things like deleting the process instance after validation of complete alerts process initiator. So as of now, these are fine. So now configuring this. Okay. Now save and publish. Save and publish. So now I will trigger this. So the process model got completed. New document got generated. There was no alerts. Okay. How do you where you will able to see this document? Where you will see this? Going to the folders, under the folder, documents folder. See, this is the document, guys, which you have generated currently. See, 31st. So now export, when you open this document, you can able to see the download file here. Once you have downloaded, see here, guys. These are all the meeting details which we have exported. ID, subject, location, body, start time, end time, and created on, modified on. These are the details from the data store we have exported. Okay. Now we have successfully exported the data, right? So now I will show you how to configure this action through the front end users. So the user will not go to the back end and run the process model, right? So we will allow the user to do this from the front end action. How we can do this? For performing this action, we have to trigger the process model from the front end. So how we will trigger using the start process function. Using the start process function, we can trigger this process model, right? So for triggering the process model through the start process function, we need to configure this process model under the constant object. For this, I'm quickly creating T4 PM underscore export underscore meeting underscore details. So here the type will be the process model, and pasting this process model here, and clicking on the create, and here going to here. So here this is the record action field. So now what I will do, I will quickly configure the columns layout here. Under this columns layout, we have the columns. Under this columns, we have the column layout. One of the column layout we am configuring. And again, we do have another column layout I am configuring. So in this column layout contains, what I can do is, contains, I will use the rich text display field, guys, okay? Or else export. Okay, rich text display field we are using. In this rich text display field, what we need to do is value rich text icon. Under this icon, what I need to do, I will set the icon for export. Export. Yeah, this is the export icon. And in the link, yeah, give me a second, guys. Yeah, sorry guys, back again. So here we need to trigger the process, right? So for triggering the process, what we can need to do. So I'm providing the link here. Why? Because of when the user clicks on this export, so we need to trigger the process and generate the document and fetch the document into the UI. See here. Here you can able to see the export icon is there, right? So yeah. So we will make this more efficient, look more efficient, like size. Size we will increase to
Why we used two times the column layout, I mean 13 and 14?
column layout. Column layout. Why I will use now? I will show you now. Yeah.
I mean, for keeping right side, you use it column layout, right?
Yeah, I will show you. I will show you. Yes. Why I have used this column layout in the sense. Yeah. Okay. Align. See, why I have used in the sense this meeting record action is there na and export icon is there na. I want to put them both of them in the same line. See, the export is in the top and create meeting action in the below, right? So I want to make this both of them in the same line. For that, I have created this another column layout to make them side by side.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to show you once the process is completed. See now, both of them will be in the same line alignment. See now, both of them in the same line, right? So create meeting in the left side, export is in the right side. You got my point, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Now I got it.
Yeah, for that scenario only I have added this. So now we have added the icon here. So when the user clicks on this icon, we need to export the data. For that, what I was doing here, I will adding the dynamic link here. In the dynamic link save into. What I can do, I will start the process. Where I can start the process. Already we have configured the start process, right? Somewhere here. So I will copy this code here and going to the button action here. So here we need to add the comma. So in the start process configuration, so I will remove everything, guys. I will configure freshly everything. Yeah. Okay. So here in the process model name, what I can do T4 underscore PM. So when we configure this PM, the export meeting details process model, I was configuring under the process model parameter and process parameters are nothing is there as of now. Okay. I want to pass. So yeah. So I will show you guys how to fetch the document, how to fetch the document from process model to the UI, how to fetch the document. So for that, we will create local bank export doc, export doc. Okay, export document. I am creating a new local variable to store the document. Here in the on success, what we can do is we can fetch the document from the process model to the UI. How can we fetch by using the on success parameter target variable local bank export document? Yes, fvbang, fvbang process info dot. Okay, process info dot. So I will show you after fetching the process info from the process model we can index the document and we can download the document. Okay, if it is errored out na, so we will error out na, so we will see the error message on the on error local variable. So as of now I have configured the, I'm not passing any process parameters, but we have configured the process rebank start process. Okay, so now clicking on export here. So here you can see the loading bar is loading, right? That means the process in the backend got triggering. So when it is got triggering, uh, input argument must be a dictionary. So now going back to here, duplicate, pa, So it is not getting triggering. Okay. An error occurred while executing the smart service argument. Start process smart service must be a dictionary. Must be a dictionary. Okay. We have added this new document process variable. So clicking on the export again. You can see here, guys, export document, what we have. So in the export document, we have the uh, process parameters. CPP bank. Process parameter values, we have the IDs, process details, PM process model details we have. So we don't have the process variable data, right? So if we want to add the process variable data, what we need to do? We have to use synchronous parameter, we need to enable as a true here. So before we have got the error, right? To resolve that error, why I have added this new document null in the sense, in the process model, you can see I was created the process variable with allowing the parameter value from the start process. See, here I have enabled the checkbox. Allow the value from a variable to be provided when starting a process. See, when starting a start process, we need to pass a values, whatever it may be, null or not null, whatever it may be, we need to pass a value to this process variable. Then only the process will be get triggered. Like that, we have added the checkbox, right? So that's where it is thrown an error. So now it is resolved. So now we did not see the process variable data, right? So now I've added this asynchronous parameter as a true because see, on success is not evaluated until the chain process is complete. The process is not completed within seconds. On incomplete it triggered and the child process will continue to run and complete beyond that. That means when you triggered an action here, so it will take more than 30 seconds to complete the process now. So on success will be get execute and it will fetch the details from the process model. See here you can see in the PV we have fetched the new document, right? Now we have successfully fetched the new document. So now what I can do is we have to, so here I will add array of rich text icons. Okay. So now we have the document. So what we can need to do? We have to download the document from the UI. How to download the document from the UI? So to download the document from the UI, I will add a download icon here. Okay, download. So this is the download icon, guys. Yeah. For this, when the user clicks on the download, then we need to download, right? So for that, icon size should be medium plus, and yeah, again we need to use the link, guys. Okay. Now this time we are not using the dynamic link. So we are using the different link. I will show you. We are discussing about the different link type. Okay. So now when you observe this, we have already used the dynamic link, process task link, record link, say start process link. Right. So now we are using the document download link. Here you can able to see to download the document. We have the document download link function is there. So using this, we can download the exported document via link. Okay. So now I am using the document download link. For this, we need to provide the document. For document where we have document, we are having under the index of local bank export document comma under the PV. Under the PV, we have the document, right? So now I have indexed the PV. So now inside the PV, I need to index the new document. Then only I will receive the new document as a input parameter for the document in the document download link. So now indexing the new document again and see now. Now we have provided the document, right? So now when you click on this, see the document got generated here, see? This is the document which we have generated, right? So now what I can do is here, uh, both export and download we are not supposed to show at a time, because when the user clicks on download here, there is no document is getting downloaded because we have not exported, right? So now what we need to do, how do we need to handle is, after clicking on export you need to show the download. Okay, so like that you need to add the condition. So now what we need to add the condition here, so simply we will do the null check, guys. If show when, yeah, when it will show is not null or empty of, not null or empty of local bank export document. Okay, when it is not null, then only we are going to display the download icon. Okay, now for this dynamic link, when we will display this, we will display is null or empty. So when is null or empty of local bank export document. So if it is null export document, then export icon will be shown. See. So when I click on this, the data will be transferred to the export document, right? So it should be hidden and the download icon will be visible. See now, see with download icon getting visible, right? So now when you click on this export download icon, you can be able to see the downloaded file here. So Manjur, do you have any doubts on this? Export and download and configuring the start process and document download link to download the document.
Yeah. One doubt here. Instead of keeping export and then download, can we make it as a single, like a single
No,
icon will make
no.
export and download?
No, in
Okay.
Appian won't be able to possible that single action. So first
Okay.
you have to trigger an action. In that action, you will generate the document. After you generate, you need to click on again another action to download.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. So if you want to achieve that, what you can need to do? So in the process model, after generating the document, I will send an email. Okay. I will send an email to the person who has generated the document with the uh, email is attaching the document, so the user can be able to go to the email and see the document without downloading here. You got my
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes. That process. You are telling about other process.
Yeah, in another way, so we have implemented both the ways in my current project. Yeah, so we used like this way in current application design. So if you are okay, then we'll move to the next topic. Yeah.
Yes, sure.
So, okay, this is how we will generate the document and download. So now, Manzoor, you asked me about the record type export, right? So this is we have exported using the CDTs. Now, how we will export through the record types? So when you want to export the data using the record type, so we have inbuilt feature. We don't need to configure any process here. Okay, inbuilt feature is there. So show export button in the grid, we have the show export button is there. So show export button we need to use here. See here, you have the export button is there, right? Export to Excel, export the currently filtered and listed records as an Excel sheet. So now I was clicking on this export icon here in the grid. This is the recorded data, Manjur. So record data we are exporting.
In interface level, I was asking you. I mean,
Yeah, this is the
you
interface
created
level, right?
interface.
Yeah.
Yeah, in interface. Oh, okay, okay, got it, got it. So instead of creating interface, we have already one feature called
Export,
export.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, see,
got
this
it,
is
got
how it will export. All the rows got
it.
exported through the record type. Record name, exported on,
Okay,
something columns are added, and these are all
okay.
the default values.
For CDTs only, we need to create separate interface and we need to export that one. If it is
Yeah.
a process, I mean record type, no need to create interface. We have a feature called export.
Yeah, show
Correct.
export here. Show export button
Yes.
here.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now quickly jump into the next topic. Yeah. So now we'll go to our site here. So now going to our site here. So guys, so going back to the POC here, you can see we have created and we have provided the check-in task and we are showing the update meeting details and update attendees, related actions, record actions, some reviews, everything we have done here. So we are left with the feedback here. See, meeting feedback system task for each attendee is automatically assigned after the meeting got ended. So meeting feedback we need to capture from the user. So that was the left in the POC. Apart from that, everything we have configured. Okay. So now I will show you how to how to capture the feedback details. For that, going back to the site here. Yeah, we are in our site here, so we can able to see the export and record actions and update and delete actions as well. So when you log in into this meeting details, so now you can able to see the so validations part is also pending. So we will work on the validations as well. You don't need to worry. So these are the summary views of the meeting details and attendees view. Okay, attendees we have not configured anything. So when you update the meeting, when you add a attendee here, so update the meeting. Yeah, attendee got added here. Yeah, Venkata attendee got added. He has not checked in yet. So when he want to check in, he need to go to this task details. So yeah, 31st, 10/31st task got assigned. Yeah, yoga meeting session. Yeah, checked in. So the task got checked in into the attendees view. Yeah, he got checked in, right? So like this, we are capturing all the details and showing as a views here. So like this, we want to show the feedback as well, right? So showing the feedback, what I can do is, so I will quickly create a new process model for feedback. Click on create. Yeah, T4 admin has the administrator permission we are giving. T4 users has the viewer permission. So now we are saving this process model to capture the feedback from the users. So now I'm leaving this tab. Yes, now we are in the new process model. So for that, I will open this create meeting. From here, run the attendees, copy and paste here. So feedback we are storing under the attendees table column, right? Each attendees feedback we are capturing. So
So
now
you
what
just
we need,
copy the logic of write attendees and copy pasting here, correct?
yeah, to reduce the time, yes, we have already
Mm,
configured right here. So
yes,
we
yes.
have to create the T4 attendees process variable here. Yeah, like this also, Manjur. If you had to use the reuse the nodes, you have to copy and paste the nodes. You got it, right?
Got it. Yes, yes, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, these are all
So
the
say,
small.
have a question like you copied, right? I mean, write records. So all the
Yeah.
variables and all the outputs, inputs, everything will be copied, right?
So I will show you. See, I will remove this. I will remove this. So going to the properties here, you can see just we have setup called events are got
Attend.
selected, but here we don't have the process variable. See, this will show you as a not created. See, no process variables are there,
Mm,
right? So,
okay.
but it is showing up. So we need to create this process variable. Won't be get create. We have to create.
Okay, okay, got it.
Add new process variable. T4 attendees. T4 attendees record type. I want to configure allowing the process parameter. Click on OK. Click on OK. Click on OK. So now configuring the other properties. Alerts should send to the process initiator, and data management should be deletion of the. So now we have added the single row. I mean, not multiple attendees, only single attendees data we have passed, right? So now going to the properties. Let's see how it is got configured. Yeah, now you can see now it is got correctly showing. Yeah. So now validated this, saving and publishing this, saving and publishing this, guys. Okay. Okay. What I can do here now?
We need to push this to interface.
Yeah, true. Yes, true. So what we need to do here now? Now we have to develop the UI, guys. Okay. I will quickly develop the UI. So here, T4 UI feedback. Clicking on create.
Okay.
Click on dragging. So here, layouts. Under the layouts, I want to pull column layout. Why? Because see, I will show you the difference. So to capture the feedback, I want to use the paragraph field. See, this is the paragraph field. So when I add the paragraph field under the column layout, it is occupying the entire space, right? So when I use the column layout, it is occupying the little amount of space. So it will occupy the half of the page, right? So that's why I'm adding the column layout and adding this paragraph field under the column layout. So now feedback. So now I will create a rule input to send the data. Send the data, meet ID. Send the data to this UI, number integer. So now we will receive the meeting ID. Based on the meeting ID, we need to fetch the attendees details, logged in attendee details. Okay. So now what we can do, we will add the local variables here and yeah, we will fetch the details related
So
to the
you
meeting
created you created rule input to fetch the data of
attendees.
process
Attendee.
model, correct? Attendee. Okay, okay.
Attendees details I was fetching. See, I'm sending the meeting ID 21 as an input here. Okay. And then I will query the local bank data here. How do I query? I have created the rule T4 underscore query. You are see get meeting details by ID. not identifier, this not meeting details. We want attendees details. Get attendees details here. So it is asking me to provide the meet ID. So meet ID I was providing with the array bank meet ID. So now let's see this in the local variable what data it will query. See, there are two attendees are there with the same meeting ID. So when I log in as a Venkata underscore dev, so my feedback will get update here. Okay. So when other user logged in, like this girl login, so her feedback should be update here, right? So what we need to do? So mm, we want to index this first index only. How do we index? Yeah. So for indexing this, what I can do is where contains. Okay. Where contains of local bank local bank logged in user data. Like that, I will create a new local variable and I will do the where contains here, where contains of logged in user, comma, index of local bank data, comma, record type bank, T4, then this dot, fields dot, name, comma, default value is empty. So now let's see, are we able to fetch the first index or not? So this is the user type and this is the text type. So we need to convert this to the two user. So so now see, first index we have successfully fetched, right? In the first index, what we need to do? I have to index the first row data. So for that, I will quickly index the first row here. From where? From local bank data. Here we have the data and the index and we have the default value. So now we can able to see first row here. Whoever the user logged in, those user related details you can able to see here. So now again clicking on the test data, test interface here. See, now you can able to see the logged in user data in the different local variable, right? So now you have to update this data. How can you update? Value, value, and should be the local bank logged in user data dot, or else square braces of feedback column we need to capture. Yes, for that I'm using the square braces here to instead of feedback here I'm using. So now we added value and save into to store that. So now I'm adding feedback, feedback. So now you can see feedback got updated in the respect to column of the user. So along with this, we need to update the modify by and modified on as well. When lastly it is modified and when lastly it is got updated. So for that, I will quickly write the a bank save here, a bank save. So same like that. We need to use this entire thing target, but instead of feedback, I will use the modified by. Modified by will be the logged in user. And again, I will use this and modified on. Yeah, so now we have added the all the feedback save into, modified by save into, and everything, right? So now something I have added here. Yeah, these values got updated. So once the user done with the adding, so he need to submit it, right? So for submitting, we need to add the submit button called button layout. In the button layout, we have the primary buttons. Under the primary button, we need to use the button widget. So in the button widget, we can add the label submit. Okay, and enable the submit as a through here. So yeah, see you can see submit button is there. The submit button is there. Instead of primary button, we will go with the secondary buttons. Okay. So now what I want to do is, so now I'm going to save into, I will create one more rule input here, T4 underscore pattern. This type should be the T4 pattern this record type. Yeah, no, it should be array. It won't be the single value. When the user clicks on it, I'm saving the updated data into the target rule input, array bank, attendees, comma, local bank, logged in user data. Okay. So now what will it do? So now when I submit this, when I add something here, and submit the form. So now you can see rule input got updated, right? So these values got updated. So now I will save this. Now going to the process model. So now going to the process platform. Here, here we can able to search here, select here, and clicking on OK here. Clicking on OK here, and so process variables are also got mapped here. You can see. So this is already we have created a process variable. That rule input value and process variable got mapped. Now this rule input got newly created. This rule input got newly created, and then we have mapped the data as well. Right. So now clicking on OK. So now we have configured the start form as well as the write attendees as well. Uh, Save and publish. Anna, Mu is waiting in the lobby, Anna. You can allow her. So now, Manjur, we have created the process model. So where you need to configure this? That is the question now. So for that, I will open the record type. So now here we have the actions. So for these actions, I will configure new action manually. So now here the feedback as a label for the action. Okay. So now here you need to configure the process model T4 feedback. So now you have received the process variables here. From the here, what I will do, I will pass the current record RVBank current record dot fields dot ID. Meeting ID I am passing to this process model, from the process model to the interface, from the interface to the database. Like that we have added the here. So now where you need to show this? Or you need to show, you want to show this action, right? In which phase you want to show this action? So we are showing the summary view. So we are showing in summary view update meeting details. See, update meeting details related action only we are showing under the summary view. So I don't want to show this feedback under the meeting details. I want to show the feedback under the attendees view. See, for that I'm selecting the feedback. Okay, dialog box I'm selecting. Okay, dialog box size is there. No, okay, clicking on OK. So if you want to minimize the dialog box size, where you have to minimize this. So to minimize that, so going back to feedback configurations, related actions, dialog height width. So full short height short width also medium. So like that I'm selecting the size of the dialog box. You click on done, click on save changes. So now going to the site again, going to the dashboard again. In the dashboard, I'm going to the meeting ID 1 here. So going to the attendees view. Yeah, now you can able to see the feedback, right? So now see that this is the dialog box is short and width is medium. So NA, I'm providing the feedback and submitting the form. You have submitted the feedback, but you are unable to see the feedback details here. So what you need to do, you have to go to the views. Sorry, you have to go to the views, and then the views, we have the attendees view, attendees check-in you have. So open this expression interface and add a new row called feedback row. So yeah, in the grid column, check-in is there, status is there. So now I will add after check-in status before, I will add a feedback back row. So now dot fields dot feedback. So now you can able to see the feedback under the check-in column. So now clicking on save changes. Yeah, now refreshing this view. See feedback NA which we have provided, right? So like that we can able to see the feedback details, guys. So yeah, like that we are assigning the feedback task, and we are allowing the user to provide the feedback, and we are allowing the user to update the meeting details. We are able to uh, show all the details and create meeting action and related actions as well, views as well, and seeing the summary details, and modifying from the front end using the read-only grid and the editable grid, adding a new row, meeting row as well, and we are approving the check-in tasks as well in the same UI by showing them to click on these actions. So this task is already been submitted. Yep. Okay. So Manjur, do you have any doubts up to now?
I have no doubts up to now. I just wanted to know, apart from this, like, could you please explain me, like, step-by-step process when we need to develop one application? Like, first we need to create a CDT or record type, then we need to go to process model, and then we need to go to interface. Like that, we have process like a blueprint for developing one application. Can you explain me in a short form?
Yeah, sure. Nice.
Did
Okay.
you get my point right?
Yeah.
Did you get my point right? Instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
this all things, uh, we need the overall process of if we want to develop one application.
Yeah. Application development.
Mhm. I mean, this will help me to develop easily to other applications. I like that. Did you get my
Yeah,
point,
sure.
right?
Yeah, sure, Panjur. I will
Thank
explain
you
now.
so
Wait.
much.
So for this, you have to decide whether you want to implement CDT centric approach or CDT record centric approach. Okay. First, you have to decide you want to build the application whether CDT approach or the record based approach. Okay. And then what you need to do, if you decided this is the record based approach, you have to develop your interfaces. Okay. For the users to display. Once the user submits the form or else when he performs any actions, you need the process models to be trigger in the backend. Okay. Later on, you have to provide the groups as well. So role based. So yeah. So providing the security, we require the groups. And later on, you have to develop the site object. Site object I have shown you know how to create. There itself you can add.
Okay. Site,
Okay. Yeah.
may I know what is the difference between interface and site?
Yeah, interface is nothing but the developer's perspective. Everything we will develop in the interface, and
Hmm.
finally we will display our entire development in the site itself. See,
Okay,
the
okay,
site,
got it. That is a developer end, it is a user end.
yeah, user,
Correct?
and we will display
Hmm.
all our development work in
Hmm. Got
configuring the site object here.
got it, got it.
So yeah, so now once you decided with the CDT approach or record-based approach, so you have to decide your data model. See here I have decided the data model, right? Two tables
Yes,
I
yes.
require to create. So like that you need to create two tables and later on you have to create the interfaces for that. And if you want to fetch the uh, data after you inserted through the process model in the backend, you have to create the expression rule to fetch the data. So here you can see I have used the expression rule here, right? So T for get
Hmm.
attendees, which I have earlier shown you, know, how to create this rule. You
Okay.
want me to? Yeah, there itself I'm querying the data from the database by using the filter meeting ID. So yeah, so like that we are usually filtered the data from the source. So for that
So
we require the
okay.
rules here.
Okay. So first we need to create a CDT or record type.
Yeah,
So because why? Because to fetch that, I mean, to sync the data in the database, correct?
yeah. So once you decide the data model, here you can see what fields you required for your application. All the data it we will capture in a single data type called record data type.
Okay.
See subject, location, body, start time, end time, everything. We are capturing under the record type only, right?
Yes. So why we need to create CDT or record type
Yeah,
to fetch the?
because of to store the data in the database. See, source is
Okay.
which we have connected with the database, right? Here.
Mm-hmm.
So for
Yeah, I
the
got it.
CDTs, we are using the data store to sync with the source.
Okay, so to why we creating CDT or record type is to store the data in the database. If you create a CDT, we need to use data store
Yeah,
to store the data. If
yeah,
it is a record type, no need to create any data store. It will automatically source the database.
yes, true,
Okay.
Manzoor. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Next, we are going to step called interface, correct?
yeah.
So here
Interface, we will,
interface used for user interaction, correct? When a user wants to give data, I mean, if we want to fill the data, we are going to use interface there, correct?
yeah,
Once the
yes,
user enters the data via interface, it will process the data uses using process model, correct?
yes, true. Yeah,
Okay, so with the process model, we are going to store the data in database, correct?
yes, true.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then
And
once we store the data, we are going to create rules. May I know in this step have some confusion here.
yeah, so rules is to so here you can see once I
Oh,
stored the data, I'm fetching again the data, right? See using the query record type.
so-
Okay,
okay,
this entire code I have stored under the rule expression rule object. So here as well I can write directly, but
hmm,
instead of writing directly here, the lines of code will increase, right? So for that, I have created an expression rule. See here. This is the get attendance. In this expression rule, I have queried the data from the source to see already users existing or not.
Okay, okay, got it. So here you're telling me that once we take the input from the user by interface and we are going to create process model. Once the process model is completed, it will we need to create a rules where to store, correct?
Create a rule to fetch the details, store
Fetch
details.
the details. Okay.
Yeah, again you need to fetch the details and display right in the front end.
Correct, correct.
Yeah, for that we
Got it.
require these rules.
Okay, got it. So for why we use a process model then? Process model is for just processing the data, correct? When the
Yeah,
user fill the
storing the
data.
data into the database. Yes, storing the data
Yes,
into the
yes.
database.
Database. From database, we are going to collect it through rules, correct?
Yeah, yes, true.
This
Yeah,
is okay.
through
Now I
the rules
understand.
and this function. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, got it. Once we collect the data from database through rules, I mean expressions, then we are going
Yes,
to create a site.
dis yeah, display here. Yeah, displaying the
Yeah, yeah.
site. Yeah, displaying the data in the site while querying the data.
Okay, got it, got it. So I just wanted to recall everything. Can I go ahead? Just wanted to.
Yeah, sure, bro, sure.
Sorry for repeatedly telling you because this will help me to develop in any other applications as well, not in POC create meeting. So that's the reason.
Yeah, yeah. These
Yeah.
are the basic steps. So we
Okay.
need to follow
So
while creating or doing an application. Yeah.
yeah, CDT and the record type is a data model which we can go ahead with any one approach, which is CDT means we need to create CDT and we need to sync this CDT to database via data store. Okay,
Yes.
if it is record type, no need to create any data source because it is automatically source the database. So
Yeah.
once we
Source.
create,
Yeah.
sorry.
Source we select right while creating the record type.
Mm, yes, yes. Yeah. So once we created CDT or record type, we need to store the. We need to create an interface so that it will store that data. I mean, correct?
Capture the data from the user as a
Yeah, yeah.
inputs.
Yes, the
Capturing the
input.
inputs from the user. Yeah.
Capture the once we created CDT record type, we need to user need to fill the form. So for that form, we need to use we need to create interface. Once we created interface, we need to create process model because if the user fills the data, we need to store that data in database. So for that reason, we are going to create process model. So
Yeah.
once the process model is created, we need to create a rules to get the data from the database and to print in the site for user
Yes. Yeah.
visualization. Correct?
Yeah. To display in the site. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Here groups will is a primary, for a specific accesses part.
Yes.
Correct?
True. Role-based accesses. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Now I have clear on the development application. Thank you so much, Ganesh.
No issues. No issues, Manja. So, do you have any other queries? Then we can wrap up and
Uh,
collect tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I have one doubt. Sorry for that. Apart from
Yeah. Sure.
this,
Sure.
in
Sure.
task man, can you go to tasks once?
Where tasks you want me to?
Task tab.
Here, tasks tab. Okay.
No, no, no. In the Excel tasks, you are going to give regular tasks, right?
Yeah. Tasks. Yeah.
Can you go to the ninth one once? Nine.
Ninth day. Okay. One. I will go once. Ninth day. Yeah. Here.
Can you explain me what we need to do here? Actually, I have confusion, so that's the reason.
Yeah. For
Remaining,
each
I have
question.
completed except ninth one, so that's the reason.
Okay. Create for each question. Create a separate rule. Not generic ones. Use aggregation filter or filter whatever required. Create a rule to identify the records when the salary in the USD is greater than. Create a rule to filter. So, so first one I will explain you. No need to worry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is
Mm-hmm.
the aggregations we need to use. Tomorrow we will discuss about this aggregation.
Okay,
So,
okay.
apart from this, these are all the filters, Manju. Okay. So you
Filters,
have the
okay.
if you store the data in the database with the employee details and their salary details,
Mm,
okay, so you have to query the data by using the filter called salary USD is greater than 5,000, 5,000, $50,000 like that. So you can use the Indian currency as well. More than 50,000 rupees salary employees only you need to query. Like that, you need to add a filter. Okay.
okay, 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 okay.
So here you can see I have added the filters, right? So when I
Mm,
pass the meeting ID, those meeting ID details only. See, when I pass the meeting ID one, so those meeting ID details only it is got fetching, right? So like that, when you add a salary column here, so in this data structure we don't have the employees details and their salaries, right? So firstly you need what you need to do, you have to store the employee details and their salary details in the database, and then you will create a CDT for that or record for that, and you will query the data and apply the filters. Salary column which is greater than 50,000, instead of here equal to parameter we need to use the greater
it
than.
greater
See,
than
greater
equal
than
to.
parameter.
Mm,
Yeah, greater than or equal to 50,000, like that you need to add the filters, Manjur.
got it, got it.
Yeah, these are all the
Okay, these
different
are the
different filters.
filters. Okay, okay, got it. So I
Yeah.
need to create database, then I need to work on this. Correct?
Yeah, you need a data for this and
Mm,
then you will work on it. So for that only you need to create one table, dummy table, and insert the dummy data. Okay,
got it,
dummy data you
got it.
can pull from the different chat GPTs and everywhere. You
Ah,
can
okay, okay.
ask chat GPT to create a employee table and the salaries and insert scripts, everything it will give you. Okay.
Ah, okay, okay. Sure, sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no issues.
Yeah,
And apply these filters for that
yeah, sure.
data, for that table. Apply these different filters. If you are not unable to filter it out, yeah, we will discuss in the class to fetch that. Okay.
Yeah, 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 sure, sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you have any other things to discuss?
No, 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 no. This is the only thing. And remaining, I was doing hands-on.
Yeah, you have to practice all these things, and then you will get more idea.
Yeah, yeah, I
That's
was
fine.
come.
Okay. Yeah. So we have completed the POC. From tomorrow onwards, I will go to the advanced topics as well as the tasks as well. We will cover the tasks and advanced topics. So we have covered the data type, data store, record type, and process model we have covered, and process report we have covered. This will be different topic, RPA. Okay. And interface we have
Task
created.
means tomorrow onwards, you will going to explain the tasks as well, right? Oh,
Yeah, if you
in
had any
Excel.
blockers, I will. Yeah, if
Okay,
you had
okay,
any
okay.
doubts. Yeah, so interface tempo reports we are not using as of now. I have showed you now how to create a tempo report, as well as I will show you no issues. Site as well we have discussed. Expression rule we have discussed. Decision we are left. So I will cover the decision and constant we have used. And from tomorrow onwards, we will discuss this connected system integration for APIs. And these are also we have covered everything.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have one doubt. We have created sites, right? A site. Just
Yeah.
one general question. If
Yeah.
once we created site, can we use that site in Tempo, which is the portal which we have developed by Appian?
No, tempo is
No,
different, site is different.
different. Okay, got it, got it. So if you
If you
want to
want to
use the site,
display these interfaces in the tempo, you
mm,
have to use this tempo report.
Tempo report.
See?
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
We'll explain. We'll
yeah,
take that
tempo
class.
report.
Got it,
Yeah.
got it. Thank you so
I will
much.
show you in the POC as well. I have to cover the charts as well, drill downs. So that I have in my list. I will cover now. At that time, I will show you from the tempo site and site as well. Both of them I will show you.
Okay, okay. Got it, got it.
Yeah.
Actually, I was getting these queries when I was doing hands-on and some thoughts will come like how we need to do this like this. So that's the reason I was asking these queries.
Yeah, if you
Not,
got the queries now, you can write
mm,
somewhere and you can ask now only. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Daily I was
Yeah.
doing the same. I making a note and I was.
Yeah. Like that, you need to clarify and then move to the next topic. Like that, you need to do. Okay.
So can we cover this one as well? Like for example, we have created CDTs and we wanted to import these CDTs to other environment. Like now we are in dev. We need to import
Yeah.
that CDT to test our a dev environment.
See, Manjur, we
Mm,
have this topic last.
last,
See,
okay, okay, then fine, fine.
deployment here you can able to see deployment is there now.
Mm.
Yeah. This is
Okay,
the last topic which I want to cover, moving the application from one environment to another environment. You
Okay,
don't
okay,
need to
fine.
worry, Manjul. We have entire
Ah,
end to end. So this is
yeah,
not
yeah.
the first time we are doing. We have done everything
Okay,
previously.
it's okay. Sorry for, I mean,
Yeah, no
I
issues.
don't know, so that's the reason I just wanted to
Yeah,
highlight. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry
no
for
issues.
that if
No issues.
anything
No
went
issues.
wrong.
No issues. So we have already we have listed out the topic,
Mhm.
and we will provide the few checklist as well for the deployment. Okay.
Okay,
So this
okay,
is the checklist. First, we will deploy the database scripts, and then current sprint steps. Everything we have listed out. So I will
sure,
explain
sure.
each and everything. You don't need to worry.
Okay, okay. I will do.